Alright, we're in the part 12 of this video series here. I did quite a bit of stuff from the previous video series, or video within the series, and to go over that first before jumping in, I was on my laptop on the deck for a little while, so there was quite a bit of progress. But yeah, we're going to do a quick overview before jumping right in. First things first. Nothing has changed to the actual loading, but I added this button here, which will change it from nighttime, which we're currently at right now, kind of a sunset vibe, into a more daytime, where the sun changes, or the moon changes into a sun, and the background changes. And all we did is change the opacity of the background from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. So this is the nighttime, which is originally on the hero section with the moon, and then it changes into the sun shining with a new day and then a nice sun there. And then if we change the size of this a little bit, you can see the full scope of what it looks like around right here. And then if we click this, it changes from night to sun. So that's pretty cool. And then continuing to move down, I also added these little grainy bits here. I thought it looked a little bit too plain with just the blue, so then the entire website, in each of the sections, I added this grain image. It's just an image that's overlaid, and everything else is on top of it, so it kind of looks like you're in the ground a little bit more. I also made sure that the max width for all the different sections is set to a certain amount, so then if you have a really wide screen, you'll see it a little bit more lower down, but it's not, oh, that's the opposite way, 50. There we go. It's not going to make it really wide. It's going to keep within a certain width. Like we saw in the previous example on the Shopify website, if we're really zoomed out, it's not going to take up the entire width of the screen. It's going to condense it into a certain area. For legibility, it's just easier to navigate. And I did that for, like you can see, all the different sections here. And it's just lagging out a little bit because I am recording. So we'll go back to normal. Nothing changed. Other than that, for this section, the text remained the same, and then this remained the same as well. I had to go ahead and change every single image, so then the sides are transparent. So right now, this section here is transparent, whereas previously I edited the colors like so. So before, this section was not transparent, but now it is, and I don't think I saved the previous ones. I did not. Like so. This was the original one where we just added the color here, so then it directly goes into the rest of the background, but we had to get rid of that, so then I just deleted it and made that transparent, so then the little dots, the little grainy bits, are able to be visible up to the point where it's a solid color. Nothing else changed on this section. All this remains exactly the same. We can click on it to see the particular website. If we hover over it, it shows the video. It's a little bit laggy right now. Hopefully that makes sense. And then same thing with the width. I made sure that the width of all these are going to be a certain parameter, so it's not taking up too much of the screen and it looks a little bit wonky. We went over this 2 videos ago, I believe, so nothing has changed here. And it's just a little bit laggy because I'm recording, but made this very condensed, so each bullet point is its own line, and you can kind of see the image a little bit more clearly. And then I added this in the most recent video where it is the animation on the mouse move. I didn't want to add too many mouse move animations, but this is one here, and then we got the name, business name, email, and then your message, and then this can only be increased up to a certain amount, and it can't get edited towards the side. So then if you have copy, paste, it'll just have the scroll here. And I can really change the scroll to make it more cohesive with the website, which I'll probably do as the last finishing touches. But that's a pretty easy thing that we don't really need to work on too much. I also added the scroll to the top button here. So then if we click here, it scrolls all the way up to the very top. And then it has an opacity of 0. I could also put a pointer of 9 or a pointer of default once we are at the very top, because you can still technically click it and then it goes from an opacity of 0 to 1 once we're not at the very top. So that's really all I did so far. And then the thing that we're going to be working on today is the header, which I think is pretty cool. We'll change this button because it's a map. I'll go over why in a second. And then we've got to make sure that if we click on the exit on the header, it exits out of the header, as well as clicking the escape button, because that's a pretty common way to get out of the header as well. So that's a pretty easy thing as an event listener on the key down of escape. We're also going to blur the background once we're looking at the header, which will make a little bit more sense once we're looking at the header. And then the end thing is we want to make sure that the header that we're incorporating is mobile friendly. And then the final touches, if we get to it, is adding in a slight background to the phone that the individual is holding as a map, which we're following, which is kind of the navigation of the website. And then the final thing, which we're probably not going to get to today, is the footer section. So this is the header. I initially put a little sign here, which I didn't really like. It also took a lot of the screen space on the mountains, and because we have this nice parallaxing effect, which we initially incorporated in the website, I thought it took away from the website more than added to it. So what I did is, because this is a pretty unique website, I wanted to add more than just like the header at the top. So once I click this button, which we'll edit in this video, the hand will pop up, and then we have back to top, about me, tools and tech, portfolio, process, and contact, which are the sections on the website. I gotta configure this to make it fit on this phone here. And then the background would be like a little map, which I think is pretty cool. But then if we click on about me, oh, there we go. It goes to the about me, tools and tech, shows us the tools and tech, or I should put tech and tools, actually. Let me just quickly do that here. There we go. Tech and tools. And then portfolio will take us to the portfolio projects. Process is how we are actually going through the process. This is pretty laggy. And then contact will take us to the contact page. And then back to top will bring us back to the top. So you can really navigate with this iPhone here that's listed. And then once we click on the X, it will then get removed, and then we'll be able to see the entire website. So what we're going to be doing here is first configuring this particular phone. Push this down a little bit. I also added the LinkedIn and GitHub links here, which will be at the very bottom in the center of this section, kind of in line with the text here. Back to top, I might change to home, which I like a little bit more. Back to top, I already have a button here that's for back to top. So I might change that to home, but this is going to be the first thing that we're going to be configuring, and then adding in a little bit more to this little map here, because this is the map of the website, which I thought was a good icon to use. So that's going to be the first thing that we're going to be incorporating here. So let's change that. So the first thing that we want to do is, hopefully you can't really see it, but basically that's what it looks like for those that are viewing it that can't see it because my head's in the way. Okay, let's bring this over here. And this needs to be pushed down a little bit more, and I want to make these bigger. So let's first make these bigger. So font weight, actually, let's just change the color to white. And then font size. Is it font size? Yeah, it is. Perfect. Font size, let's just do 2EM. I think that's good for now. And that's under in UL. Header under UL. We had no. So we could just do a div. We can just do icon containers. container, no S, right? Yeah, no S. And then A, and then I, and then those are going to be here. Just to fit the content there. And this would be row, and we'll just put a gap here of 1 run, just as a little bit of a space. And icon container, class, it's in the A, it's I. There we go. And then now we'll push this all down, but before we do, I just want to quickly see what padding this has. So this has a padding, there should be padding here. That's there. UL, gap, width. Is there no padding for these? There must be. Might be in here. Text decoration. List style. Either margin or padding. List down length with the flux direction column gap? No, that's to push down. Oh, that might be here. Margin left. I don't think. Okay, there we go. But this should be here. Display first gap 2. That's fine. There's definitely. Let's look. Button, that's fine. Text decoration gap. Yeah, there isn't. Interesting. Well, that's okay. We can make it so it pushes that down. So let's just quickly do a quick refresh. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, so we'll first push it down. So margin left with display translate is what we want to do. I'm probably going to do it like here, 537. Where are we? There we go. Oh, nope. 537. I don't think I added this in. Good. So let's push there, and then let's push these so then they're in line with that. So then in the div, we'll do a padding left of, oh, not even close. This is containing the center. Okay, so we could very easily, instead of doing anything padding wise, icon container, we could do a justify content of center, which isn't in line with it. We could put these in the center, but I don't really like that. If I go like this, I could push it down a little bit more. So let's push this down. Do I have, nope. So no padding left. And go like this, and then bring this back up. Oops. No, it's higher up. There we go. Yeah, we could do something like this. It's a little bit further down, which I kind of like. Let's do that. So we changed this initially, which was the hold phone L. It went from 450 here to that. Open. Right, okay, so it's not this. I just want to change this to that. Which then makes me need to change this. And I'm kind of right in the way of what I'm changing, which is not the best. Here, let me try to... There we go. So then for here, we will do a... it's a div, that's fine. Padding top of 20. Let's stick to 40. And it's right here. Padding top of 40 pixels. And then we will change this entire thing down, translate Y. Yeah, I like that height a little bit more. 573, which is going to be on the headerless div, which is not going to change, so 573. But we're going to move this entire thing up, which is this. So then for here, let's see what might be a good option. Right around there. So 390. So then here we will change it to 390. Cool. And then push a little bit this way. So we'll get these. And push these a little bit. I want this a little bit lower, actually. So just because then... $577. Yeah, let's do that. And then we will not push these down as much. So then, where's the padding? It's down here. Nope. It's right here. Padding top. There we go. 35. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll push this whole thing again a little bit higher. There. There. That's a little bit closer. 570. 570. And I'm happy with that. So then now we can push these a little bit to the right. It's a div, so we can have padding. Yep. Padding left. And let's just make sure that is in line. Maybe a couple more. There we go. So 40. That's very easy. Padding top. Padding left. 40 pixels. Now that's in line, which is good. Okay. And I might change that to home. Back to top kind of sounds a little too long. Home. In the X, I could put X cross. No, let's just do X. Yeah, this looks a little bit cleaner than the X, so let's do that instead of this. I could do a width a little bit bigger, because then that would be like a nice square instead of it being a little bit more of a rectangle. So let's do that. So font weight, I don't think that does anything, no. Do I have a margin? Yes, I do. So border, background, border radius, color. Okay, so padding, nothing on the top down, but a little bit on the sides. There we go. And this is going to be for the button. There. That's looking pretty clean. And then what I'll do from here is let's work on this button, because right now it's fine. And it's going to look really cool once it opens, because the blur for the entire website, other than that, is blur a filter? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, blur. It would be like this, except for this. No filter. No blur, right. I guess we got to do it for each section. But it's not going to be here. We could... I'll just give you an example. So let's remove the blur here. And then let's put it on the hero. Filter, I forgot to do that every time here. And blur. Like that. So that's going to be really cool. So then this is just going to be completely visible, and then this will be blurred, but then the entire website will have that as well, which I think will be really cool. And then once we close it off, this will then turn to a crisp, sharp image. Cool. And I think that's pretty visible, in my opinion. We'll do the escape as well. I don't think it'll be too hard to notice, but maybe. And I'll blur this as well, so this will also be blurred. So it'd be like, man, filter first. Then we do the blur of like 3 pixels or whatever it was. Yeah, so it'd be like that. Nice. So then I'll only put classes that I want to blur out, and then this will be nice and crisp. And then this will be the X there. So I think it'll be noticeable enough. And then I'll be able to change. I might change the the color of the iPhone though, like this specific part right here. Probably. Because this looks like it's like a sample photo, which it is. I didn't make the hand, but I got it from the community forum of Figma. So thank you, whoever made it. Much appreciated. But yeah, this is what I got it from. But I'm probably going to change the image of this, which I think I can. Not that. Not the image. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out the best way to do that, because these buttons ideally would be a different, slightly darker. The outline would be like a silvery color for a later problem. The images are really easy to change. We just have to actually do it in Figma. So let's change this button here. So let's go into here. So close. Nope, it's actually the open header, which is here. So the open header, which is going to be in the navigation. Navigation. I don't need any of this actually. So navigation. Button, and then inside the button is an eye. Background none. Border 0 pixels. There we go. And then for here, we can make it quite a bit bigger. So font size can be maybe 2 rem. Yeah, looks all right. And then we'll want to put the padding at, let's say, whoops, 1 rem to start off. Nope. 0.5 rem. I'm going to keep it in line with this. Let's see how that looks. Nope. Actually, we can also do this. So we'll make this smaller. Let's just say it's 2 rem for now. You could even make it smaller. Just so we're right in the middle. Let's just do 1 rem to make it absolutely tiny. Did that not save? No, it did not. There we go. There it is. I did like a really nice animation here, so I might try to do an animation here where there's the map and then there's a little bob of this icon onto the map, and that's just using a keyframe animation of infinite. I might do that instead. So then inside the button I'll have 2 things, and then if they click it, it then will change. And instead of navigation, it's not really a representative of what it is. Open header container instead of navigation. There we go. Because I like the map idea. Don't really like anything else, being honest. Yeah, I'm probably going to stick with that. But then what I could do is I could location dot I don't love. Let's just do some of the basics right here. So open cursor pointer. So whenever I hover over it, it points. Let's just make the color white so it stands a little bit more. I could put a circle around it, kind of like I did here, so then it's more consistent. I might actually do that. So let's do a background var button background, and then put the border as solid black. I think I put 3 pixels. And then var button border. Oh, that's 5 pixels that I did. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do a border radius. Make it a nice circle. Oh, don't like that. Let's do this. Oops. Yeah. Don't know if I like that. We'll just keep it there for now. And then we'll also want padding inside the button. So padding 10 pixels. No, that's way too big. I might make that smaller. Yeah, let's make this smaller. So font size, let's do 2. Little bit smaller. 2, let's do like 1.8. That's looking a little bit better. Little bit smaller. 1.6. There we go. .5 it is. We could make it the same color as well to keep that consistency. Are you gonna show me the colors, or I guess not? There we go. Oh, no, let's just do this. Yeah. So let's do button icon color. So we can make button no. Here it is. And oops. Looks. Oh, wait. No, you're not liking it? That's fine. I just have to refresh it here. Nope, it's not liking it. Why is that not changing? Color, okay, that's fine. And we'll change this. And it was right here. So that probably means something's wrong with this. Button icon color. Nope, doesn't seem wrong. Why? That's using it var on the button. Oh, what was I changing? Oh, I was changing this. No, I wasn't. That's fine. Oh, okay, I see what I was changing. So this is what I need to change. So var, and I need to change this to white. There we go. I guess I could change it to the border color. Which I'm probably going to do. Button border. That's not light enough. Oh boy. In here, in here, in here. Here it is. Are you able to... There we go. I don't want to do pure white, but I don't know. White's easy to tell. Like FFFF. Okay, I get it. And I can't click it because this is taking up the whole thing. I could just push it to the front, Z-index it. Or I could hide it because it's going to be blurry anyways, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, I might just leave that. Do I like that? I might make the padding a little bit bigger. Padding, icon container. This is for the phone, so I don't need that. This is for the icon container open header. That's what I'm looking for. Here it is. What says padding? So on the button, I could make it 0 EM. Get a little bit bigger. Kind of like that. Background border, padding cursor. Let's make this not so dark. So let's change that to a different color. Button icon color. Header, open header container. Not bad. I might put 2, give it a little bit of a hue. Let's see what happens if we do a box shadow just on this. So we could do 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 5 pixels, 0 pixel black. Nope, that's not going to work because it's just a single image. That makes sense. A little bit lighter. And it's right here. Let's try that. Yeah, that's looking better. This is also going to be there the entire time as well. That's also something to think about, which actually then I need to change it to fixed. So then let's go here, and it is in here. So open header container, and we'll do a position of fixed. And that'll make it all wonky. I should put something in here. Actually, no, we don't, because then I could just do this. Oops. We just do header, and then flex end. Oh, right. Okay, we can just put something there for now. There we go. So that's going to be fixed. Perfect, like so. So let's just make sure that it doesn't interfere with anything. The button there is blue, which is fine. Kind of want to keep it consistent. Might change. I want to keep it consistent with this. Yeah, let's make it lighter. I think it'll look better later. Like that, not pure white or anything. Oh, no, that's not the one I wanted to change. There we go. Why does that look so off to me? Okay, that's fine. Maybe because it doesn't have much color. We could make it red. That would make it stand out more. But like when I'm on here, it kind of looks weird. I could make it the same color as this, but then once I'm at the top, it doesn't look good. This is going to be blue because it's always going to be where the blue is, so that makes sense. I don't think black looks good. Yeah, black's like too... doesn't really get noticed well, which is the last thing I want. We could kind of like pulse it, go larger and smaller. That's also one option that we could take. Another option is putting the eyes as absolute with this being relative, and then the map, this is going to be red on top of the map. We could use this map. Let's try that. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit here. So instead of doing just one, so like this. Let's first do the map, and we actually want to go like this. Because it'll overlay on top. We'll do that first, and then we will do the map pin. If it ever gives it to me in this century, thank you. And then the open header, container, buttons. So this could be position of relative, and then this can have a position of absolute, just so they're able to stack on top of each other. Oh, what am I doing here? Relative, absolute. If I don't do absolute, I guess it only needs to be one of them. So let's do the map pin as absolute. So we'll do this. This should be top 0 and then a left of 0, 50%. Why would this, if this is going to be in the middle? Left 50%. Why would this be not in the center? We could just do, let's do this. Let's do margin 0 auto. Alright, so it needs to be here. So let's remove the left. And we'll do margin 0 auto. Because that's there. This is absolute. Top doesn't matter because it's just going to be there. What if we do right 50% also, and then remove this? Yeah, so it's doing the edge of that. Doesn't do anything. And this is going to be red, except not as strong of a red, and then it'll bob. I think that'll look a little bit better. And then it'll look a little bit more unique. Map pin. Oh, only this one's blue. I kind of like that instead. So, is it the exact same? No, it's not. That's good. So now it'll just be single. Why would this not show up? Copied, okay. Eyes closing. That's fine. Pin. I can close this right now. This is the class. Position top left, okay. Doesn't like it. FA solid, I guess that's what makes it. Doesn't like the duotone. Doesn't like the duotone. Okay, classic, sharp. No, I'll just do normal. Sharp's also an option, but it's okay. Not the end of the world. So let's try to center this guy. in the center of this div. So this is the button. We want this to be the center of the button, but it's centering the start of it. So is there like an align self? And I'm on the right one. Yes. It's not going to do anything, is it? No. I guess I could do a... And then we'll want to make sure that this doesn't have anything here. Color red. This would be like pure white, and then the thing would be dark black or brown here. That's for the eyes. That's fine. I could just push it a little bit. Don't love that idea. So we could do like a margin left of 5 pixels, like that. Might be something I'll have to do. Not the end of the world. And then from here, I will then get it to bob up and down. So this, I'll push down a little bit. So we'll do a margin top of 10. We'll do 5. I think we don't really need that. I think this can just bob. So let's change the color of this to pure white. Could be a little bit smaller. Nope, this is it. We'll do a transform. Let's see. Nope. No, we could just change the font size of this actually, which we'll probably do 1. Oh, that's a little bit too small, 1.2. And 1.3. That's a little bit better. And then margin left, we want to push it 1. There we go. And margin bottom. I guess we will change the transform of it. We don't need that. Do I have scale on here? No, I don't. What? Oops. What did I do to change that? Position relative, position absolute, okay. Oh, I think my... There we go. Position absolute. Okay. And this has position relative. padding, that wouldn't do anything. Why is this so far over then? Yeah, so position absolute, top, margin left. There we go. That's kind of weird. Did I have something here that I didn't before? I forget what I had. Let's just remove the margin here. Right, 50%. So this is going to be pushing up right in the middle here. Because that's the direct center of it. That makes sense. Let's do it in pixels. 24. And that does nothing. So 24 right. 24 pixels to the right. Margin bottom does nothing. And we'll do a transform. Translate. No, that'll be the keyframes that we'll do that with. And then we'll make this nice and red. So let's just see what it'll look like with it being red, but not too red. That kind of looks nice. I might change the map size to make it a little bit smaller so you can actually tell it's a map. This padding font size. Do I want to change the scale of this? No, I don't. So we can make the padding a lot more. So we can make that like 1.2, sure. So this is going to be by default 1.2. We can make the padding a little bit bigger. Oh gosh. I guess we can make the top that, but then we can make the sides a little bit more. Okay, 21. Do I like this color? Subtle. I like subtle. Kind of like this. And I'm not really going to make a variable for this because it's only going to have this single one. So the color can just be that. And then for here, I'll have it at the top, and then once I hover over it, it'll go down. Because it shouldn't go up, because when you're putting a pin in something, it goes down. Okay, so I'll do a I don't want to transform that. So let's push this down a little bit. Transform, translate Y. Uh, 6 pixels, sure. Kind of closer to the bottom, which I like. So that will be a transform of Y, and then this will initially be a transform of -6, and then we'll put this to 0. Kind of like so. And then once we go like this, it'll go boop, and then push it down. Does this look like a pin? Or we could do like this. Add. No, I'm liking the pin a little bit more. Matte pin I don't like. I like the thicker one so you can actually see it. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Cool. So then once we hover over the entire button, then this will come down into 0, because it'd be like this for now. Yeah, 6, so then it'll go 3 and 3. Okay, that sounds good. So then when I go here, I will then do a at hover of I, and we will get this to go to 0. And we also want to make sure that the transition. And the transition did not work, and that looks really wonky. So let's do this. I don't think we can put a comma here. So we'll do this. So then this will be like a -3, and this will be a 3. Because it's 6 and -6 for the pin. So it actually will be -3 and 3, actually. And this is on the button, so that's meaningless. We need to put it on, oops, these guys. There we go. I think the map doesn't have to go up as much. So the map is this, so we'll keep it at like 5, just so it's a little bit of a move up. Yeah, I kind of like that. Does that look like a map? I think it looks like a map. And that's pretty consistent to the theme. Not a whole lot of gray going down, but it kind of sticks out a little bit more, which is good. Yeah. Okay, so that's with that. And I'll just make these switches. It's actually up higher for the header. Header holding phone, button ULI, icon container here, cursor, pointer. Perfect. I'm not gonna make any animations for that. That's pretty self-explanatory. Now what we can do here is we could do the mobile friendly because the button's done. Yeah, I don't want too much moving at once. Like, this is already enough, and this gets removed as soon as you scroll down, which is like just leaving this. So I don't want too much moving. It's like the main reason I wanted that there. So now that we have that in place, and that's always going to be on the bottom, it's less visible because it's not vital that you click it. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So now let's work on the mobile friendliness of it. And these actually do require a link, so let's just add those really quickly. So href And then we'll do a target of blank, so it opens up a new tab for both. And the first thing that we're going to do is add in the LinkedIn. So let's get my LinkedIn page. And where are you going to go? View profile. There we go. Okay, and that's going to be for LinkedIn. And then for GitHub, let's open up my GitHub Canadian code. Come on. Your profile. Here we go. Canadian code. There we go. And then now, perfect, perfect. And then that will all change from localhost to the domain that I'm using once we have it in place. We could make this a little bit bigger, but meh, not the end of the world. So the next thing that we're going to do before we change everything to blur. Oh, interesting, I can click it. Is we're actually going to make this mobile friendly. So let's open this up and let's figure out when, oops, it becomes not mobile friendly. I got to do both. So let's do this first. Yeah, this is kind of, let's make it a little bit bigger. It's actually a good idea that we're doing this here. Button, so padding, we'll make it into pixels. I think that's good. 4 pixels of padding. So 4 pixels, not here, here. 4 pixels of padding. And let's see if that allows us to give a little bit more space. No. I'm kind of happy with how it looks right now. Okay. So what we can do is we'll need to change the scale of this after a certain point. So that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Up to around here at, let's say, 650-ish. And let's go like this. So let's say at 650, we want to change the height of this. Okay, so media screen and max width of 650 pixels. So that's for that. We'll just change the entire scale of 0.8. Oops. Holding on here. Why would this not? Oh, it's this right here. Okay. We could then go like this. Because right now it's not doing it because this is here. Because we have to do a scale here. So we could say, I'm going to do a little bit of JavaScript and CSS. So instead of here, we'll say if, and then we'll also add the const window height equals window inner width, actually. window width. And we'll do window inner width. And then we'll just make sure that's working correctly. No, I don't need it for here, right? Actually, yeah, we will. I don't need this for now, which is giving me errors. Console, remove 640, perfect. So we can then go like this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We'll say if window width is bigger than 650, then we can just do this. And we'll probably have to do it multiple times. So then for now, we'll do an else if here. And we want to make the scale of it 0.8. And we'll also change that to 650, 0.8, perfect. And then we'll say if window width is less than, and we'll say equal to 650, yep. We'll probably have to do an in-between. Right way round. Okay, so we're right here. This should now be in the 0.8. Why is this transform, translate, rotate? 220, 390. Yeah, this is it. This is it right here. So if window width, which is currently 650, oops, right? If this is 650, this will run if it's bigger than 650, which does not have a scale. But let's just do but if window width is smaller than 650, which this is at 640, then it should make these changes plus the scale. So why would this not... header, that's fine. Let's close it. Let's just quickly go to the console. Let's remove this. Currently 646, so it's under 650. So the window width is under 650. So this should create the transform, stylic, translate, rotate 0 and scale of 0.8. So when we click on this, why would this not add it? We don't need this. Okay, let's just remove this for now. Translate, because that's original. Yes, that makes sense. Rotate scale 0.8. Yeah, that's fine. If window width is equal to or larger than 650, that is not the case. So click on this. Okay, so now it's bigger. Makes sense that this will not have that. And let's do 650, 608. So now, if we close it and then open it again, why would this not be the case? Let's just see what it looks like. Nope, scale 0.8. Yeah, and I can just change the transform. Sure, that should work totally fine. So why is the scale not getting added here? Let's just do that. We're selecting the right one. Yes. We got the width correct. Close header, that does not matter because that pushes it back. So this is completely irrelevant. Open header is once we click on the button. If the window width is bigger than 650, which is not the case, maybe we just need an else in there. Because it should add the scale. That still didn't add it. 608. Let's remove this. Let's go to elements. Nope, don't need that. Why would this not be the case? Okay, that's not it. Is this if window width? Okay, so let's just do big window. Oops. Like, is any of this running? Let's do this. Small window. And then we'll just do, no window. Right, scale 0.8, okay. Yeah, that should work. Let's see what the console shows. Console, remove all this. Small window. Yeah, so this one is running. Holding phone element style transform equals that. But it's not. Okay, let's just quickly do this. Daily dose of chopstick, you gotta do it. Don't like how that takes a long time. Well, I'll do a loading at the very end of this build, so that's easy. I'll just make sure that everything is done loading, and then I'll open up the page. And this will look really cool. It'll kind of like do the mountains first, like wah, 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 wah. And then this will come in, so it'll look pretty cool. I think the rocks will actually be first. Okay, let's see. Small window, okay. Why? I'm so confused. Transform, transform, translate, rotate. That's all fine. That just becomes the default. So why would it not apply just one of them? Okay, so let's just... Okay, so we know this one's the one running. Let's do like 5 degrees and just see if this actually changes. Scale, trends. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if this actually changes. No, it doesn't. Let's just make sure it's... No, it's not changing. This isn't it. This is the original state of it. Translate. But once we change this, it doesn't use this. Open header. We get this. This does not run because this is smaller than this. Or sorry, this is bigger than this normally. But if the window width is smaller than 650, then we're changing the style and we're transforming it to this. And this also runs. And then this doesn't run because this if statement already ran. Oh my god. That's freaking why. My god. Yeah. It changes it back. Now it'll run perfectly fine. So we don't need this. Stupid. Read the code, man. So now at 800, it's big. And at 608, smaller. There we go. And do I have a rotate still of 1 degree? Yes. Okay. That made sense. So let's open it up. Let's push it a little bit. Translate. Let's just put it at an even 300, and we could probably make the scale like 0.9. Yeah. Yeah, let's do 300 and 0.9. So when it's here, we'll do 300 and 0.9 with nothing on the rotation. And then we'll say else if window width is smaller than 500. Let's just say that. And then I'm going to change this next. To probably 0.8 and then something. Okay. So we got this. It's once we go below 650, we get this. And once we get below 500, which is here, let's then change it to, didn't I add it to 0.8? Yes, okay. So I'll go like this. Why would this not? Else if, oh. No, yeah, that's right. Smaller. That should be 0.8. Okay, let's just do point. Oh my god. 0.8. 0.7. see how much we have to do like at like the worst points. So this will be, yeah, it'll work. It'll take up like the entire screen, but it'll work fine. Yeah, it'll be like this. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. The next one's 500. It's going to change the scale from 0.9 to 0.8. Window width, else if. Window width, and let's just say 100 because we don't want to deal with that right now. And we'll just put it to 0.1 because we'll be changing that later. Okay, so 700, it's going to be the biggest, and let's, nope. That's going to be nothing, that's good. Under 650. It's going to have a scale of 0.9. Under 500. It's going to have a scale of 0.8, which is not. If that, which is bigger than 650, it will do nothing to the scale. If... Oh, right, this is... Okay, gotcha. And... the window width is greater or equal to 500 is what we need to do. And then we'll say if that and the window width is greater or equal to, let's just put 100 for now, even though we're going to change it, then this will not be correct because the window width is smaller than 500. So let's go like this. There we go. Nothing. 650. 0.9, perfect. 500. 0.8, yay. Okay, cool. And we'll move this up a little bit. Actually, we might just move it up with that. No, we won't. Let's do under 650 first. Under 650, okay, and then we're gonna change this one. So to be like this. So let's just do 455. So 455. I think that's just going to be a full thing there. Okay. And that's under 650, so that's going to be 455, perfect. And then once it goes below 500, it will then become smaller. That's a good spot. And then once it goes below, let's say, let's say 450. 450. Oops. And the window width is greater or equal to, let's just put 500 and 450 goes here. And then we'll want to make it scale of, let's say, 0.6. We can change that. Nope. Yeah, let's do let's keep it at 0.7. Or I should say 0.8. But we're going to push this back, not that, this. 360. Yeah, 363. So once it goes below 450, 363. Okay. Cool. It's above 450. Perfect. 450 is the next one, right? Was it? No, it's 500. Right. 500 is the next one. Okay, and then 450 is the one after that. So what? 520, 550. This will change into a new one, and then from here is what I don't have. Under 450. Under 450. Okay. So under 450. When do we have to change it next? Probably 8. Let's say 400. Let's change it. So 400. And we'll do an else if as well. And let's just copy this. 400, and we'll say 350. That's probably going to be the case. Else if. Actually, we won't add that for now because that will cause an error. So now it's going to be 350. That's a little tight. Actually, it's 400 that is the limit right now. So once it goes below 400, then what do we need to change it to? Because if it's above 400, it's like this. But once it goes below 400, we need to change it to something else. We could push this a little bit the opposite way. Nope, not that one. Yeah, 388, sure. 388. So 400. And then once it goes below 400, nope. So this is 388. Right, okay. There we go. Under 400. Okay. And I think we got one more to go. Yeah, one more to go. We should probably do one more. And then the final one is like right here. Let's say under... under 330. So here, else if, oops, and we'll do this, and this one's going to be under 330, so this is going to be 350, 330, I said, yep, 330, oops, and this is going to change to push a little bit further out. So 330. Let's see where we can push this. Translate. Uh, 412. Right, 412, yeah. Done. And then we got to do the height a little bit, but I think we're looking pretty decent. Let's do this. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. 650. Still nothing. 650, good. Under 500, good. Under 450. Under 400, good. Under 350, good. Okay, so now, perfect. 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 Oops, nope. What was I at? Samsung Galaxy S8, I think. Sweet. iPads are always a bit of a challenge sometimes. Might be a bit small. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, right. Okay, so we got to do, if it's under. Like that. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, that's where the issue is. Okay. Okay, so not much. So if the height is 600, so we could say we could do this here. Inner height, window height, and then we can say if window height is smaller than, what's the cutoff? Let's just say like 650 for now. Then we will want to change this up a little bit. Right here. So we'll do 521 of the second. So 521. Does that cause any ruckus for anything else? I don't think so. These are all pretty well all taller. Oh, someone's calling me, but I can't answer it right now. I'm just gonna say, just on a stream. I'll call when I'm done, if that's alright. Okay. Money. Fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really need to add more to that, really. So we got over that. Mobile friendly, which is great. Let's then... Oops. We're going to do the blur next. Sunday. Perfect. Okay, so now let's do the, we could do the escape here really quickly because we're already having the JavaScript open. So let's actually name this because right now it's an anonymous function. So we will close header and then, oops, why do we need this? And then instead of this anonymous function, we could do this. Oh, right. We do have to do this. There we go. There we go. And then that's the first thing. So if close header, add event listener. Oh, that's already a variable. Close header function. There we go. Query selector, close header, add event listener to it, close header function, close header function. Something's not right here. Yeah, that's fine. Function, close header function. Oh, what's this for then? There we go. So that's going to be the first option, and then we're going to do an add event listener. So document add event listener, and then we will do a key down. Then we'll have to, we could do the anonymous function for this. And then this can be close header function. E. Because we need what keys getting pressed down. Because this is going to be the event. And Sunday morning. Is there no event that would take... There's probably an event, yeah. So let's do console log event. Because it gets pushed into this. And this would be... window. Wait, what just happened? Okay. 92, 92. So it might just pass in the event automatically. I'm guessing. Okay, key down escape. So Java. Let's see here. Oh, music's gone. I want like a long mix, not a single song. There we go. Okay. So I could use key. So I'll say event, because key down event. Console log event dot key, because it's the key down. Is that it? Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Cool. So then I can say if the key down equals escape, then I can do this. Oops. And that should work. What's wrong? Escape if why are you giving me errors? Key down, close header function, closer. That's the event. Okay. It's running this. Why would this be... event.key equals escape Oh, is this... Yep, that's why. No, it's a globally scoped variable. Yeah, it's globally scoped. That definitely would have it in. Document, key down. Let's just go back to basics here. Console log pressed. And let's just go like this for now. And npm run dev don't need this. Okay. Okay, press, good. So if the event, which is here, the key equals escape, because right now if we do that, it should give us escape. Let's remove this. What? Is it window? Is that why? Okay, so window, it gives us escape. If this text here is true, event.key is escape, because right now if we do this, yeah, okay, so that's fine. If this equals escape, transform, oh. Was that the only issue? And let's just keep that for now. That was literally the only issue. Just look right. Okay, so that's all done for escaping this. So we got this. And we can do this, which is handy. Okay, cool. So that's done. Now it's for the blur effects. So let's go like this. What do we need blurred here? So let's open this first. We want not the body. So filter blur. I like 5 pixels, so we will first blur not the hero section, because apparently that doesn't like being blurred. So let's do this. Is the header below? No way. Oh, the header's inside. Oh, well, shit. How badly will things get screwed if I do this? Not bad. Not bad. Okay, that's good. So let's start doing the filters. I don't need that first. So let's do not the header here. So filter blur 5 pixels. Oops. Perfect. So basically do every section filter. And also the buttons. So I just want to do all of them at once. So we'll add here as a blur. And we also want to do the button that we're selecting here as a blur. And then each section, oops, we'll do a blur. That's all of them. Awesome. And we'll do a class just blur the footer even though it's not displayed right now. That is also blurred because that's the button. And these two are blurred, and the only thing that's not going to be blurred is this. Awesome. So let's do this. So open header. We gotta then do a const. So we'll do elements to blur. Document query selector all blur. And then at the bottom here, blur elements, and then we'll do this as change size of header and header phone. Blur elements, so we'll do a elements to blur for each element. We will want to element style filter, and then a blur of 5 pixels. And then once we close it, let's just open this up really quickly. We don't want that. We want it at 0. And here we also want it, oh gosh, at 0. Because that's globally scoped for each element. Element style filter blur 0 once we hit the escape key or click on the close header. Nice. I don't know why that line is there though. I don't like that line. Oh, I don't like these lines. What if we do blur of the entire body, but then unblur this? Because those lines do not look great. Let's just see what that does. So we will want to temporarily hide these and temporarily hide this. Cool. So let's click on this. Let's blur. I don't think it will. Okay. If I want to blur, unblur this. We'll do filter 0 pixels. Yeah, that's not gonna work because the top part's blurred. We don't have to do everything. Let's see if we do like a blur of 1. And we don't need that. And I should really make this into a variable. Let's see. No, not a fan of that line at all. Might as well have it as like 10. Let's see what that does. You can definitely still see the line, but yuck. I click this, should it automatically open? Because that's a lot of clicks to click here, click this, and then disable it. I might just, once I click it, run the function to make it go away. Might be for another day though. I like the idea of, let's do remove box shadow when filter blur is on. Let's see if there's an option. You could use pseudo elements inside the middle div and then apply overflow hidden, thus hiding the overflow from its child elements. That's... no, that's a lot of work for that. Is there like a... no, let's see if there's another option. Removing box shadows. Is it as easy as this? Oh, I need to... I hope so. That would be a really easy fix. Nope, that does nothing. I'm gonna save that for another day. We got a decent amount done today. Might change that so it's not a selection. It's not the end of the world. That's not blurred, which I think is a good thing. Because if someone just wants to scroll to the top, they could either click this. Does that work normally? If I'm just scrolling home? Okay, good. It's just a weird click. Okay. A lot of small configuring on mobile, but I'm happy we got this to work. And that looks pretty clear. Oh, that looks pretty cool actually. It's kind of like the background when you're looking at your phone. Cool. Might make that square a little bit bigger, but I don't think that'd be too hard because it'll scale down everything. Like if we do we have a transform on this? Nope. Yeah. That'd be pretty easy to do. Just so it's a little bit easier for people to like click it on mobile. Okay, that's for a different day. So let's quickly say escape button, we did that. We did that. And then we'll also say make the X bigger on mobile for X. Make the header X bigger on mobile for easy clickability. Cool. Gonna submit to GitHub, and that's the work of today. And then we got to do the footer. Kind of small little things here and there, but it's looking pretty decent. Really happy with how the grain turned out, although that was a bit of a challenge to actually incorporate. I don't think you can actually tell, but this grain here and this grain here is slightly different. Might be easy to tell, might not be. but this was really hard to get of an opacity 0 because this is overlapping over top of it, and if that is an opacity of 0, then there's nothing holding it from not being able to be seen, and I really like this outer line instead of it being a straight kind of straight up and down line. Got that as fixed. That looks good. I think these look the cheapest out of the entire website. Like, this looks really good. This looks really good. We're getting there. Also the sun, if I scroll, this just is appearing automatically instead of it being on the bottom. So if I do it now, it's fine. But if I scroll down and scroll up, this will not move down. Maybe it kind of does, but I don't know. There's something slightly off there. These look the cheapest out of the entire website. And I don't think it'll look bad once the video starts. But it's just these animations that I don't love. Might be just an image that I put on here, like the image of the very start in this exact format. And then once you hover over it, the video actually starts. So then I could do, if the mouse is hovering over top of it, then start the video. So then that's kind of a cool thing. So once you hover over it, the video then starts. But if you hover off of it, the video goes back to 0 seconds. That might be a cool option because then it isn't using these. And I still like the bones because it's relevant to the actual format of the image or the website. Yeah, other than that, small things. But that's a consideration, not a list on the to-dos. And then that's looking good. Submits, not a massive call to action. And that's really easy setting up using Email.js to connect to my personal email, which is absolutely free to use, which is great. And then this website is basically all done. Small little footer with all the links there. But not much more. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. 2 hours, kind of a quick jam sesh here. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a fun build so far. The hero section is something I've never done before in terms of so many different parallaxing elements all at once. Hoping it's not going to be too slow, and the final touches is just adding all of them into an image optimizer and then re-uploading the optimized images, which is just the final end result launch of this website, and then adding in all the alt text, which is just asking ChatGPT what alt text to write, because it writes better alt text than me, for sure, by far. So that's going to be the end thing. I think the default, or I think the domain that I'll be selecting is kevinh.dev. Really short, really easy to understand and read. Kevin.dev is taken, Kevin.dev is taken, kevinthedev.ca.com is all taken, so kevinh.dev seems like the best choice for what I'm going for. But we'll see. Until next time, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.